Feni completely underwater. Water enters locality in Kumilla. Anger over not making warning previously. 45 lakh people in 11 districts flooded. Casualties 13. Flood forecast center says rain to reduce. Met office opposes. Bangladesh more united in disaster. People from different professions and relief work. Hindu community stands beside inundated people. Hello and welcome to the News24 English Bulletin. This is Tamima Islam. Those were the Bashundhara T headlines. And now the details. Several lakh people of Feni are still inundated by floodwater. Townships are being flooded anew. Inundated people have been facing severe humanitarian disaster due to the crisis of food, water and residents. Due to the shutdown of power and mobile network, the sufferings of people has reached an acute level. The number of people searching for their relatives is increasing in urban areas.
Many people are missing and bodies of many people are coming up floating on water.
We were found this morning after being missing last night.
You bring adequate quantity of food. An acute food shortage is prevailing here.
Screams of people are making a sense how dire the situation is. These flood-affected people have been rescued from Fulgaji, Porshuram and Chagolnaya of Feni by rescue teams.
I don't know where my son, daughter and wife are. I don't know where they are. Even I don't know if they are alive or not.
Everyone is in sufferings. You stand by us if you can. One should stand by another.
Most of the houses of the area are now underwater. Many of them have got shelter on the roofs of houses and educational institutions, including schools and colleges. They, however, have not adequate food. The crisis has made the situation tougher.
The food stock we brought is not enough. Huge amount of food is necessary here.
Many people are stranded in staircases and on roofs.
95% land of Feni is underwater in this terrible flood of remembrance. Government offices, schools and shelter centers are now underwater. A piece of highland is now much expected.
My brother is missing for 5 days. I'm looking for him and not getting him.
First floor has gone underwater. Now we are staying on second floor.
Due to flood, rail communication is snapped and I cannot go.
Power and mobile network is remaining snapped, making communication tougher. Many people are on search of their relatives. Voluntary organizations, including armed forces, navy and coast guard, are carrying out rescue operations with necessary food supply. Ikramul Haq Shumon, News 24.
The country has been hit by torrential rains and hilly onrush from India. Electricity and communication have been cut off in disaster-prone areas. This is a risk of landslides in Chittagong. The railway connection with Sylhet has been cut. 8 upazilas out of a total 9 of the Noakhali flood situation is severe. A breach has been developed in the embankment of Gomti River in Kumilla, inundating 50 villages. 62 villages are facing floods in Molvi Bajar. Floods are being reported from some other districts, also including Braunbaria and Khagrachori. 11 districts of the country have been drowned in heavy rains from Tripura of India. According to the Ministry of Disaster Management, 13 people have lost their lives so far. At least 45 lakh people are affected and almost 9 lakh people are trapped in water. However, there is a glimpse of improvement in the situation within 48 hours. Army, Navy and BGB are carrying out rescue works in the affected areas. Bangladesh has become more united during the disaster. People from all walks of life, regardless of religion, caste and profession, are fighting shoulder to shoulder for the people suffering from flood. As some of them are conducting rescue operations in the disaster-prone areas, common people have voluntarily come forward to donate part of their income to the fund. This consolidation of the new Bangladesh further consolidates future nation building. In view of the need for massive assistance to the flood victims, a call has been made to deposit funds into the Chief Advisor's Relief Fund. This call was made in a message sent by the Chief Advisor, Press Secretary. In the message, many people are expressing interest of helping those affected by the flood. The government welcomes this interest in standing by the people in danger. BNP wants to advance in regional progress, including in businesses, after creating a level playing field, being abstained from providing any special advantage to anyone. BNP Standing Committee member Amir Khosrow Mahmood Chaudhry told journalists after a meeting with Pakistani High Commissioner Syed Ahmed Maroof on Friday. He said discussions have been held with regards to probable sectors in which the two countries may work together. Chief Coordinator of Gano Shongoti Andolon Jonaed Saki has demanded trial of murders of all martyrs who lost their lives in the movement of students and people of the country. He made the demand after meeting with family members of a martyr at Pollobi in the capital on Friday. He said those deceased should be paid state respect after finding out the number of martyrs. We'll be back after a short break. Please stay with us. Welcome back. You're watching News 24 English Bulletin. The court has ordered a 5-day remand of the Workers' Party president and former minister Rashid Khan Menon on charge of businessman Abdul Wadud murder in the capital's New Market. On Friday, Metropolitan Magistrate Ali Haidar's court granted the remand. The investigating officer of the case applied for 10 days remand for questioning. After hearing, the court granted 5 days. On August 22nd, a team of Dhaka Metropolitan Police arrested him from Gulshan area of the capital. Environment, Forest and Climate Changes Advisor Saida Rizwana Hassan has said not a reform in person, systematic reform is a major challenge now. She said this at an exchange of opinion meeting at Hobiganj Circuit House on Friday afternoon. She said nothing is possible overnight. It is not confirmed that removing everyone from duty will bring a positive result. The advisor urged all to have patience.
এলো ইনস্ট্যান্ট মিল্ক পাউডার হ্যাপি কাউ, যেমন সাশ্রয়ী তেমনি পুষ্টিগুণে ভরপুর, আর এটা নিউজিল্যান্ডের গরুর দুধ। হ্যাপি কাউ, গরুর দুধের স্বাদ সবাই পাক।
The prices of dry food is being increased in markets of the capital. Traders are selling flattened rice, molasses and puffed rice at increased prices on the pretext of lack of supply. Price of rice, lentils and potatoes is remaining stable. Decreasing trend was seen in vegetable prices. However, price of most of the types of fish has been increased. The Bangladesh Puja Celebration Council has announced to donate for flood-affected people of the country, reducing the expense to celebrate this year's Sri Krishna's birthday in Dhaka and all over the country. Santosh Sharma, the General Secretary of the organization, announced this at a press conference held in Dhaka on Friday. He also informed that discussions have been held at the top level of the police regarding the security of the entire country, including the capital, Dhaka, during Janmashtami. The candidates deprived of employment of sub-inspectors and surgeons held a press conference demanding reinstatement of jobs which were cancelled in 2007. They held a press conference at the National Press Club on Friday saying that the then IGP Noor Mohammed and Benazir Ahmed had cancelled the final recruitment of 536 SLS and 221 surgeons on the pretext of party recruitment on 21st February 2007. They demanded reinstatement to Chief Advisor Dr. Muhammad Yunus from humanitarian grounds. Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi arrived in Kyiv on Friday for talks with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky that will be keenly watched in Russia as its assault on its neighbor grinds on. Modi's visit, the first by an Indian leader since Ukrainian independence, comes just weeks after he traveled to Moscow in a symbolic first overseas trip of his new term as leader, where he held talks with President Vladimir Putin that were criticized by Kyiv. New Delhi has repeatedly called for a ceasefire and peace in Ukraine, but has refrained from condemning Russia's invasion as it seeks to maintain relations with Moscow. Before ending the bulletin, let's recap the headlines. Feni completely underwater. Water enters locality in Kumilla. Anger over not making warning previously. 45 lakh people in 11 districts flooded. Casualties 13. Flood forecast centers says rain to reduce. Met Office opposes. Bangladesh more united in disaster. People from different profession in relief work. Hindu community stands beside inundated people. That's all from the newsroom today. Thank you for watching News 24. Please stay with us.